Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to City Skylines Parklife. I certainly hope you're having a wonderful day because I'm certainly excited to be back in the beautiful city or settlement. I don't think city is the right word. In the beautiful settlement of Nerdcrest. Things are going pretty well, currently making some money. Currently have a population of just over 10,500 people. But we do have a lot of demand for industry, and I would like to see about doing something about that. But we also have some issues, because traffic is backing up like crazy, number one, onto the highway. Now, the reason for that is because of the lane management here. This right here is a priority road, that little bit isn't. So turning that off is actually going to fix the traffic coming off the highway. But it's not going to fix the overall problem because traffic is still going to be tailing back here. So we still need to do something about that. Which is exactly what we're going to go ahead and at least try to do for the time being. Now, something I could absolutely go through and do here is I could go through and say that we're going to do a bunch of micromanagement on the lanes. And that's definitely something I'm kind of keen to do. But the thing is, there's just so much, there's so many places this one lane could go. So that's not really going to fix it. We just don't have enough space in there. And we only have one entrance to the city. So first things first, we're going to deal with the initial demands inside of the city, and then we're going to come back to connect up the highway to somewhere else. So let's get to it. We have a lot of demand for industry. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and tear out a lot of the residential that's along this road right here. A lot of the residential going up there, and the same going down here, and the same going all the way across here. We're tearing all this out. We're going to replace it with office zoning, going the whole way around there. Because what this does, if I remember right, and I might be misremembering, but I feel like I remember that the way that's going to work is basically most of the drivers aren't going to stop on the road to go into an office building. I think that's the way it works. I feel like I remember saying this before and I remember it working. I might be wrong, but I feel like office buildings generally generate less traffic than residential, regular industry and commercial. So that's what we're doing there. Obviously, we're taking out a bunch of the low-density residential down here and replacing it with the higher-density stuff. And I'm thinking what we could also do is come over here and tear out just a bit of this residential here because these guys are actually getting sick, most likely from the pollution across the road. We'll tear all of this out as well, replace that with some high-density commercial, and I think that'll keep people okay. But that's not the only issue we have at the minute. We also have issues with garbage processing. So what I'm going to look at doing, at least for the time being, is we're going to look at getting more of the incineration plants in here. Now, those are good to have, but they're not going to do too much for us because we just have so much traffic buildup and so much of it just not moving that even though we might have a lot of garbage trucks, which, by the way, we don't have enough garbage trucks, but we have a lot of them, we don't really collect the garbage all that well because people just can't get about. That's kind of the problem. We are also going to be losing money for a little bit. That's just because of all the rezoning and restructuring here. Obviously, the population just tanked by over 2,000 people as well. But it'll fix itself. It'll come back up. It'll be okay. And it'll work itself out. And while we're waiting on that happening, we're actually going to go ahead and we're actually going to start working on the new highway connection. And to do that, we're going to take the $200,000 loan, which I'm pretty sure I don't know if I've ever taken the $200,000 loan in City Skylines before, but there is a first time for everything, and apparently this is the first time I'm going to be taking that. Hopefully the last time as well. Now, something I would like to do here is I would like to make some kind of roundabout here, but I'm realizing that that's just, I don't know how possible that's going to be. And I'm realizing that this highway connection, like the way we're doing these connections and all that stuff, just, it doesn't really do itself any favors. because we have this little space here. So I'm starting to think that maybe, and this is just a maybe, but maybe we should look into tearing out the entire backbone and replacing it with a single avenue. I think that might be a good idea, and I think we're going to have to do that. So let's start by just tearing out all of the stuff that's in there. And it pains me to do this because we have these beautiful parking lots in here that just make the area look kind of neat. But I feel like they need to go because I do feel like a big part of the traffic buildup is because basically only 1 or 2 vehicles can get into this little section of road at any one time, and that means that everyone else is sort of waiting for one vehicle to move and then one vehicle replaces it. Like it slows things way, way down. And I think at this point, it's not really working for us. So we'll tear all of this out and we will have a go at replacing it. Tear that out. We'll tear out the water towers as well, which we are going to have to replace, obviously, because they are the primary source of water. But at this point, what we do is we basically go in and tear out these roads here, which I realize I just zoned on, but that's just going to be the way of it. So we'll tear out all of those roads. We're going to have to tear out those ones as well. We're going to have to tear out all of these. And we'll go about that far for the time being. We'll do this main section of road just for the time being. And I think we will just go for... Oh, by the way, I have network extensions back on. It's working again. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We're going to go for the 8-lane road because I can and I want to. So we'll do the 8-lane road. We'll start there. And it's basically just going to run the whole way along. So right up to there. And I think that's going to do us a lot of favors. It's going to, you know, speed up the process of the intersections and all that stuff. We are going to be messing with this park here, which kind of annoys me. But we don't have much of a choice on that, so we will do what we must. Let's see. I think we want that to go to there and there. Yes, we do. And then we just want to continue the whole way up. And like I said, this should actually end up doing us a few favors. It should speed up traffic just a little bit. So let's see here. We want to go from this point the whole way up to there to start with. And we're basically going to, I think, there. Yeah, so right there is where we need that to be. So this is going to come the whole way across again. We're getting rid of so many roads, though. This might be a bit of a pain, but again, I think it's going to work out. I think once we get the zoning all back in here, this is totally going to work out. So that can go up to there. And I think what I might do is just leave this. I kind of leave the mess that we have there. Because if I have to go in and tear all of that apart, it's going to be a total pain in the butt. So we'll sort of leave the mess that we've made for ourselves here and see what we can do with it a little bit later. So that's going to go to there. That can go to there. And I guess what we could do is bring this avenue back up. And then turn this into 2 lanes. So 2 of those lanes go left. Actually, we can go one better. We can do a 2 and 4 asymmetrical there. And what we'll end up with is obviously these 2 lanes that can go that way. These 2 lanes that can go that way. This lane can only go left. This one can only go straight on. Obviously, these 2 lanes go to the right. And obviously those 2 go straight on. So I think that'll work out really nicely for that particular spot. Obviously we will probably want to reconnect all of these roads that go up here. I kind of want to do it with the 2-lane with divider just because I think it looks neat. So we are going to do that. This road connects straight across to there, and we are just going to go with a normal road on that. And this one goes across. Then we had an avenue here. And what I think we'll do with this avenue is I think we might go with an asymmetrical. Would that be a thing to do? Possibly. So what if we had 4 going that way and 4 going that way? Is that the way we want to do things here? I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. Because I guess there's technically... Hold on, let's mess with this just a little bit. So that would go to the left, and that would go left and straight on. What if we had the 4 going in? Yeah, that might be better, actually. So the 4 go in that way. And what we end up with is... This guy has to go there and... There? I get... No, there? This guy goes there and there. Obviously, we want to do the same on this side. And try and just get this to line up nicely. So that's those sides connected. What we then do is say, this guy can go left directly. This guy can go straight on. This one can go straight on. And this one can go to the right. And I think that's what we want to do. I think that'll work out. Possibly. I guess we'll see on that. We'll keep an eye on it. But we do have more to connect here. I feel like there were some connections in here. So, I mean, I'm not really sure exactly where. I feel like this whole area would have had a connection, though. I feel like we maybe had 2 going across here. So I guess we'll give that a shot and see what happens. We do have districts there. I guess maybe those districts will keep working for us. We do have buildings that we need to move as well. But let's get a connection there. We did have a connection down here as well that we're going to have to rework. I mean, we could... You know what? If we change this park about a little bit, we could have an avenue go across there. Or even just this straight road going across there, if we really wanted to. Which I'm kind of tempted to say that we do want. But I don't know how well that's going to work for us, you know? One going straight on, one going left. I guess that might work out. We'll see what happens with it. Over here is obviously going to need to be a larger avenue. So we'll do the 4 going in. We didn't actually change the way these lanes go. We didn't actually need to. 2 go straight on, 1 goes left, 1 goes right. That's perfect. So this, if we flip it, is exactly the same, which is exactly what we want. Alrighty. So you're going to go left and left. You are going to go right and right. And then these guys are all just going to stay going completely straight on there. This guy is exclusively left. This guy is exclusively right. And then you guys are exclusively going straight on. Did that go straight through? I don't remember. I don't think it... I don't think that went straight through. It might have. I feel like it definitely might have went straight through there before. I don't remember. We might need to keep an eye on that, but we'll do this for the time being, just to get that connection back. I feel like there was 100% a connection there as well. And I guess at this point, just do this. Except maybe that should be turned into 4-lane... I would say 4-lane highways, but if we can just do the regular 4-lane roads, that'd be fine. Obviously, it doesn't look too pretty, but I think it'll do the job. So let's see what we're working with here. We have this going to there. Basically, nothing U-turns here. That's what we want to make sure of. None of this stuff is actually going to be here for U-turning. So you go there. You go there. You're going there, and you're going there. Do we need this crossroad? Is that a thing we want? I'm not really sure, to be honest. I'm really not sure, because I guess this traffic can technically go left. So you're going to be exclusively left. You're going to be straight on, and I guess you're going to be straight on as well. And you're going to be 2 right turns. Then from here, I guess, I mean, you could U-turn, but I don't know if I want it to. There's only 1 lane to go to there. So I guess you can go left, you can go... Oh, I'm slightly confused on this one. I don't think we want this. I don't think we want those initial connections at all. But then where does traffic go, you know? I think this needs reworked. Let's go a little more in depth on this. So bring that all back to there. Take all that weird connection out. Take those out completely. And let's just run this larger road all the way down to here. And we're also going to do this. So that road's going to go through there. And that's fine. And then we're going to go for a 2 and 3 lane road. So asymmetrical in that sense. And then we're going to bring some highway off of that. Except we'll measure this out with the regular road first. So we'll bring some highway, I guess that way? Sort of. I don't know if I want to go that way though, because I think what we're going to end up with is really slow highway traffic. So if that's 5, then we go another 5 and curve it another 5. That'll just keep the traffic flowing quite nicely. That's going to come straight across to there. And what we want to do is go... Oh dear, what's the cost of 5 on this? 300. So that's 240. That's 300. So 5 is there. And do that. So what we're going to do is basically have all the city traffic go out on that road. So out there, and it can connect and go in up there. And that'll be a start, at least, towards fixing this up a little bit. I'm also thinking we can totally go with the 2 lane with sign barriers. We don't need the 4, or the 3 rather. Oh, I did not want to do that. Let's just swap that back to highway ramp, please. And you know what? This could probably be swapped out for 2 as well. Since technically speaking, we are only going to give them 2 directions that they can go in to begin with. I mean, technically speaking, it's just going to be 1 direction right now, but that's okay. That's totally fine. So that can go to there. And now all we need to do is put all of the zoning back in. That's going to be, it's a fairly major job. But I think we can do it. I don't think it's going to be so bad. Let's get this police station just in there. And let's just bulldoze everything that's currently along this road. We are going to need to do something with the park. I am very aware of that fact. In fact, I wonder if I could quickly go in and just do that. I can, but it's going to mess with my path. Which I kind of don't appreciate. And Road Anarchy, I'm not sure if it's even working, I'm going to be honest. I don't think it's working. So we're going to have to figure out something with this. Also need to figure out something with this intersection, which we didn't do. So you are going to be exclusively straight on. And you are going to be going there and there. And you're going to be exclusively left turns. Leaving those 3 lanes to go that way. And those 3 lanes to go that way. So we'll see how that works out. It's going to be interesting. I feel like I do have more things that need moved right now, though. So I'm just going to bulldoze everything along this road. Because none of it's actually going to be built. You know, looking at this, it does look silly. but it'll work for the time being. And that's kind of all I needed to do. Although I wonder if I could make it look a little better. So if we went in with this and actually gave it like a little bit of a curve. So like that and that. That's much, much better. That is perfect. Okay. Let's just tidy that up slightly. So you are going there and you are going there. And then this one's obviously going whatever way it needs to go. I'm happy with that. I'm much happier with that. I think that looks much better. Okay, so I think all of the connections are done for the most part. I feel like we totally had one in here that I guess I can go ahead and replace. Tell you what, we'll do grass lined on that road. And that did totally go straight up to there at one point. It's not doing that anymore. Let's have all these connecting roads actually be grass lined. Just where possible. Just so that traffic doesn't get a little bit too nuts. And just so I can see that the road... Oh, I did not want to do that. I did not want to do that. I guess for like that? Yeah. So let's just fix that real quick, because that was a bit of a mistake. So you go there, you go there, you go there, and you go there. And then you guys go to the right, and you guys go to the left. Okay. So now that the new road is in, we need to put some zoning on it. So let's get back to what we were doing before, which is going to be... Oh, there was apparently a connection there too. So I realize all this industrial traffic is going to have to go down here and up there. So what if we were a little sneaky and did put a one-way road there? So traffic going into the industrial zone can at least get in there. And I think this entire road the whole way up to at least there should be one way. Actually, what if that entire road that wraps around there was one way? So this right here was only a way out. And then maybe the medical clinic could go down here instead. I think that might work out a little bit better. We'll see what happens with it. I am still going to need to work on some districts, but we'll see what happens on it. Let's get the offices back in here. We'll just do this exactly the way we're going to do it. So blocks of offices and stuff like that. This is going to need to change a little though. So that's going to be offices there. That's going to be shops. That's going to be offices. Let's just have all of this as shops and take you guys out of the corners as well. And let's say shops with residential. Then offices in here and residential. We'll take out all of you guys. Putting in some residential with some offices behind. And we're basically going to go the whole way along here with the same thing. We'll go the whole way down there and the whole way across here. Taking out all of you guys and putting in some high density. So that will hopefully do some good for us. I think what we'll do is just have a strip of shops going up here. And I think I'm going to take out just all of that and put in some high density. All of that and put in some high density. And I guess this could be shops. This could be shops. And then again, just offices across this entire strip. I think I'm gonna take... No, I'll leave that shop in there. But we'll put a little bit more residential in those inner roads. Taking out the low density. And I think that'll work. I do think that'll work. I think we'll do more shops just in here. And we can let this rebuild. I think that's everything. It's just gonna take a lot of time. But I'm actually kind of excited. As long as this district doesn't stop the flow of traffic leaving the city. Which it very well would have there. Oh, water. I forgot water. Oh, that's a problem. Okie dokie. That can be fixed. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go to here for the time being. And we'll just put water towers along... I don't think people are going to be happy living near those, but we'll do water towers. Have I got... I guess we'll do water towers like that. So that'll be one. And... oh, do we want to do it like that? I liked them the way they were, but... I guess this is just the way we're going to be. So we'll just space a bunch of water towers out like this. That going to be enough? Please be enough. That is more than enough. Okay. So that'll keep them relatively happy. My population and my income are going to tank. But I feel like we're onto something here. You know, I feel like this is going to do us some favors. Because the traffic's not awkwardly crossing intersections anymore. It's moving, you know? It's flowing through there. It's going where I want it to go. So I feel like traffic's going to move along those roads so much better than it did before. And it kind of looks like it is, too. It kind of looks like it is actually moving around properly. Which is excellent stuff. So I'm really, really happy to see that. It's still tailing back in a few places. It's still super busy in a few places. But I mean, you look here and it's moving fine. You look here and it's doing fine. So I think we've done a good thing here. I think, you know, little bit of micromanagement. Ooh, it is still tailing back a bit. Little bit of micromanagement, and we've managed to make this sort of work. Now, what are you guys complaining about? Low land value. Interesting. So what if we gave you some kind of park? What if we said, hey, you know, why don't we bulldoze your building and give you a park? That'll knock your land value up a little bit, and hopefully cheer you up at least. Oh, you know what I realize? I realize that all of this traffic coming in is coming in because we've got so many new people moving into the city because we bulldozed so many homes. If you notice, most of that is people that are like moving in, right? Most of that's civilian vehicles, so that's what's going on there. That's why they're all moving in. Anyway, I think that's worked. I think that has worked. I realize the way I said anyway there probably made you think I was going to end the episode. I'm not ending it yet. We're not done here. We've sort of just got started. What I'm thinking I want to do next is I want to bring this road over a little bit. I want to turn on the guidelines too, because I want to go there. And I want to go there. Because what I'm thinking we'll do is we'll go 10 there, and we're gonna go underground. All right? We're gonna go underground. We are going under this giant hill. Then we're gonna go to just about there. All right, so we went under the giant hill, come out the other side, and what we can do is go the whole way across here, connect that up, and potentially have some magic happen. So what we'll also do is we'll just extend this road down towards the water a little bit, because we'll probably have something there. We'll extend this one sort of down that way a little bit too. And we'll come off of it roughly in the middle, going straight across to there. And as expensive as that is, we might see some good things from that. We might see some people go, you know what? Going left doesn't seem like a bad idea here. I'd be very surprised if we saw that, but we might see it. Eventually. I realize the speed limit on that road is quite low and it's a long way around. But it's there as an option, and I imagine traffic over here might be interested. Maybe not. Why is traffic in that outermost lane turning right? That is not what that lane's for. That guy's keen. Yeah, I don't think anyone's using that right now, but the good news is we can build on that. So we can at least build some stuff on that. So let's do some offices there. Let's make sure they do have water. That's fine. And I guess I kind of want to start doing some stuff down by the coast at some point, but I'm also thinking that because no one's using this nature, are we having sewage problems? We are. Well, that's terrible. Let's just fix that and dump more sewage into the ocean there. But what I'm thinking is that no one's really using the nature reserve. So I think we need to just rethink our approach on this. So we're going to take out this bridge. We're going to take out the bridge. We're going to take out all of the schmeckus we got down around here. We're going to take out the fences. Just nice and easy does it. We're going to take that out. We're going to take out all of this. And we are basically going to have to build a bridge over towards the island. We're going to have to give people the option of driving out there. Otherwise, they are straight up just not going to go to the nature reserve. Like, that's what it's come to. They won't use it if they can't drive to it. So now that I'm looking at this, I'm feeling like we really should have just turned this into avenues, but... well, here we are. I realize as well, we can't actually do like a... unless we did like a little 2-lane alley, which I'm pretty sure doesn't have bridges. Yeah, that doesn't have bridges. Does this have bridges? Nope. I guess none of it does. Oh, that has a... oh! No, wait a minute. No, just wait. Oh, wait, that won't go central, though. Well, that's frustrating. What we can do, though, I guess, is if I go off of there, right? If I go to, like, there, that does mess with zoning. But we can turn it into this, turn it into a dirt road, and then literally turn it into a bridge. And we can have a wooden dirt bridge. Wooden dirt bridge. Really, really great use of the English language there. Thank you, me. What we can do is we can have this wooden bridge that'll let you drive over to the nature reserve. And then you can go through a gate. It's even got like a canopy thing on it, which is awesome. So we'll go to there. Let me just lower the height of this so I can make it look nice. We'll go like that. And we'll sort of let people just basically drive onto the island. We kind of don't have a choice. And, oh wow. That lagged a little bit. And what we'll try and do at this point is just get these to connect together in a way that looks nice. Which apparently they don't want to do. And I don't know if it's because of anarchy or... I think it's because of anarchy. But that don't look good. That don't look so good. That's a little better. Alright, so what if we lower this one? Because I hate to say it, because I know that this is just like a... It is supposed to just be a Let's Play. But I do need these to look good. So I need them to be relatively level, which they're currently not. So that one needs to go up a little bit. This one needs to go up a little bit. By the way, I mean... I know... Wait a minute. Align heights? Wait, what? Oh! No! That's a thing? Oh my god. That's... No, that's awesome. Okay, well that makes my life so much easier. We can literally... Wow, okay. It's like they thought of everything with this. That's amazing. Hold on, what way do we do it? So we click. No, we click. So we want that one to align with that one. I said that one. Can we not do that? I kind of want... Okay, so what if we select you and we want you to align with that one? Then we select you and we want you to align with that one. Oh my god. I love it. That's such a cool feature. That's such a cool feature. Good lord. Like we have a nice even bridge. Even if it does slope down a bit weird over here. What if like you or you were the same height as that? Oh, that's so neat. I love it. Okay. Well, that changes everything. Literally, that makes my life so much easier. You're gonna go on the ground there. And we are basically just gonna have to surround this road with fences and stuff like that to sort of enclose the nature reserve a little bit. I don't like that we have to have people driving in here, but it's kind of all we can do. You know what I mean? It's kind of all we can do. So let's see what we can do for a nature reserve. I don't think we're going to use the large gate. We will use the smaller gates. Unless, I mean, I guess we can get the large gate to look kind of decent here. All right, we'll do the large gate there, but we'll do... let's see. Give me this road. So that's like 5 units. So we'll do that, so it's kind of even on both sides. And then we'll do some smaller gates just on the opposite side. So something like that. So you have a couple of options of what way you go into the nature reserve, but for the most part, you know, this is the entrance way and that's that. And I think that's the way to be. Now let's turn off the angle here real quick. Let's turn off road length and grid. And let's just completely freeform this, because what I want to do is try and have that link up with the fences on the bridge. Because I think that makes it look the part a little bit more. And then we can go ahead and turn on angle again here. And keep it on for there. And then literally just do that. So there you go. That makes it completely enclosed. That completely encloses the nature reserve. And what's more is we can make this look even more like a jungle if we really want to. By just putting a bunch more trees and plants and all that stuff around the entrances. So that really your only way to see what's in there is to go through the entrance. And I think that's cool. So we can finally get this nature reserve up and hopefully running. And I'll just gradually completely surround it in all of these trees. And we'll get like some of those in there. And just really make it look like, you know, you get down in there, you are surrounded by trees and nature. So just all of that space completely surround with all the trees. There we go. So that'll kind of work. Looks a little bit dense and I like it. So now we just need to connect the paths out to the different sides of the reserve. So this one can sort of sweep down this way, I think. And I think sweep back over this way and connect to there. This one can sort of sweep up that way and connect over there. And I think this one honestly could connect direct to the campsite. I think that's kind of a cool idea to have this like going out and connecting straight onto the campsite. So I have a little road sort of come off of there. And then we'll turn on the guidelines again so we can get these two curve perfectly. So just like that. Obviously the campsite is a little bit more of an egg right now, but I'm hopeful that what that'll do is get people actually using the nature reserve, you know? They are going to need water out there as well. That's a bit of a problem. Can we turn on the grid and road length, please? And just go from there. So just connect that right down to there. And they are probably going to need power as well, aren't they? No, they don't. Well, that's convenient. All right, I guess we'll see whether or not people end up using this. I guess we'll see if anyone's like, oh, you know what? Let's go to the nature. Yes. Oh, are you going to it? You're driving to tent 3. Yes, you are. Oh, that makes me so happy. That makes me so happy. I do want to change this up a little bit because I feel like we should have the fences sort of going down the dirt path. So I think going like all the way down to there. And I think going all the way back up to like there. And we can use move it just to move the end of that a little bit closer to the road. And I think that's perfect. I think that's perfect. I'm so happy with that right now. We actually have someone going to the nature reserve. Like you brought your dog. And apparently just parked on the dirt road. Is there... I need to come up with some dirt parking solution here. But there's actually people going to it. There's actually people going there. That's really cool. Oh, that makes me so happy. Ooh, the tents are a bit weird. We may want to fix that. Can I just like bring that in a little bit? There we go. So bring that road in a little bit. Bring that one in a little bit if we can. So something like that. Maybe move that out a little bit. Bring you in again. And that seems fine. Not quite the same circle it once was, but it works. And we actually have people go. There's actually a lot of people coming out here. Look at this, man. Oh my god. There's so many people. There's so many people. Oh, I'm so happy with this. I'm so happy with this. That's perfect. Okay, so we actually have people going to the tourist spot. This road isn't really being used right now, is it? This one out here, but oh wow. Oh wow. That is that is tailing back a considerable distance still. That's a bit awkward. That's a little bit awkward. Definitely gonna need to get that alternate highway in here because we still don't have that. Oh boy. Oh boy. I feel like exiting the city is not a problem. I feel like people aren't having issues with that. It's just getting in here, so I mean, we could, I guess we just need to get another, oh, we're a capital city. I didn't even realize. We've got the eco water treatment plant. That's actually fantastic news. Next one's 20,000 people. All right, well, let's spend a little bit of money here. Let's buy this. Let's buy this. And that gives us room to really expand over here, which I'm definitely keen to do. But I also really want to figure out this, I really want to figure out this situation with entering the city, because I feel like, you know, this is neat, it kind of works, but it also kind of doesn't. It also kind of does not work, so we need to come up with something there. We definitely need to come up with something there to just get more traffic up towards the top end of the city, really. That's kind of where we're at. So this road here, it's too slow. They won't take it. It's too slow. It's too long. They're not interested in going there. I wonder if we took another highway road out there, would that fix it? I also totally have an idea that I think will absolutely help us out. So this is all gonna go away. All of this is gonna go away. That bit's staying. That bit's actually gonna be needed. But all of this can go away. And what we're gonna do is right here. We're basically gonna move the intersection down a little bit to that spot, which I really hope isn't exactly where it was. No, it's not quite. So it's gonna go pretty much there, if I can get it to line up properly. Oh, that's actually pretty much perfect. So right there, we can go ahead and just sort of connect these and get them to line up nicely, I suppose. I'm actually going to just tidy this up a little bit myself. So that's all going to go way back to there. And what we'll do is come off of here with the 3 lanes with sound barriers. And I guess we'll actually use the smaller 3-lane roads. We'll turn on guidelines as well. Or sorry, the grid and length is what we want. So we'll go out to there. And we'll go out to there again. Then we'll go in like this. And like this. And we're basically just going to want to go a little bit closer. A little bit closer. Maybe a little bit closer and a little bit closer. And those are just going to curve together really, really nicely. So like that. And like that. And I think that looks a little bit better than just one giant curve. I kind of prefer that, so that's what we're going to have here. We'll have that follow the entire way around. And have this follow the entire way along here. And there we go. I think that just looks a little bit better. We can also go ahead and just lower this to be 2 lanes, since we do have 1 lane breaking off for the turn. And this, where's the 3 lane again? There it is. These ones can be upgraded to sound barriers as well. And then obviously we want to change those into 2 lanes, and we're basically just going to connect it up the same way we did. It's going to be a very, very similar connection. So, oh, not like that. Definitely not like that. Let's just get the road we want, which is that one. And that is going to be 300. So we actually just want to go 300 there, and that's our curve. Well, that was nice and easy. That was actually really easy. So let's see if we can do something similar here, because what I'm thinking we do is we bring this in, and let's see, what distance are we looking at there? So 540 and 480. Is that 540? 480, 600, 540. So right there is where we need that to be. And then it's just going to come in and go like that. Now, obviously, that's a little bit messy. It doesn't look spectacular. I think we'd actually want to tidy that up a little bit. Can we do that? If we go, say, there. And then that's 325. And we probably want to do... Actually, let's do it this way. So that is 250. That's 250. So that's our curve right there. Didn't really work that out, did I? Didn't do that properly. So again, our curve... 200 and 200. So that's where our curve goes from. There we go. I think that looks much better. I think that really looks much better. That might encourage some of the traffic to go to the left there. It might not. But we'll see what happens with it. Hopefully it's going to encourage some traffic to go left. It doesn't really look like it. Oh, no, someone's keen. There we go. It really... It looks to me like literally all of it's going exactly where it was going before. That's a bit of a pain. No, some of it's going left. Credit to it. Some of it's like, oh, you know what? We're going to go that way. Just, again, most of it is like, most of it's deciding against that idea. That's a pain. I guess we are just 100% going to have to take a highway road straight through the mountain, aren't we? And then maybe connect it like over here or something. That's probably okay to do. We can make that work. I just think for the time being, ladies and gentlemen, this episode is running on a little bit, so I think we can leave it there. Even though the city doesn't look too much different, we have made some pretty good changes. The traffic inside the city is moving much faster than it was. The traffic getting into the city, not so much. But the roads are better. At least I think so. And we actually have people going to and from the national park. Which I'm so happy about. I'm so happy that we have people actually going out to the nature reserve and actually going to the tents and doing all that stuff. We also have a really cool looking bridge. So we've got that going for us, you know? Things ain't so bad. Things ain't so bad. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you kind of for watching. It's been my pleasure as always. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.